Plus Uncommon Fossil, they're presenting a Firebox deck, which is a nice basic, big basic attacking decks, which sets up easily, works, but kicking up the deck a little bit with a couple of new cards from Twilight Masquerade. So first, just still the same attackers that we've had around for a little bit. 4 Entei Vs, that's been around the longest of all of them, being a V Pokemon. Burning Rondo does for Fire Colorless does 20 damage per bench, 20 plus 20 more for each bench Pokemon, so it can do up to 220, you know the math there. Then also playing one of the newer EXs, Gouging Fire EX. This is also tier 30 HP, and then it gives the big attack of Blaze Blitz for 3 energy. Fire Colors does 260. Then it can't use Blaze Blitz the following turn, but can do 260, so very nice there. Then you can hit with the first attack Heat Blast for 60 for 2. Not usually looking to do that. Then also tossing in 1 copy of Chi-Yu EX, which I do get some value out of. I do like it in the deck. We can use both attacks depending on how things go. Now, this is the lowest HP at 190 HP, so that's the big negative. So just you don't want to toss it into play unnecessarily because you're giving up 2 prizes too easily too often. But Flame Surge for 2 Fire Energy does 100, and then you choose up to 3 your bench Pokemon, and for each of those Pokemon, search your deck for a basic Fire Energy, attach it to that Pokemon. So this can be really nice for doing some damage, possibly taking a knockout, and just getting you set up, because setting up, of course, is really a big deal. And then also Jealousy Singe is very nice for 1 fire. In some cases, you discard the top 2 cards of your opponent's decks. You'll see it sometimes in some control-style decks. For the milling attack primarily there. And look, usually we're not looking to mill. Sometimes that's all we can do, right? There are sometimes things fall that way. But also, look, if your opponent is really aggressive with their deck, what some decks want to be, where they dig through and get really deep in their deck fast, then milling them out can be a little scary to them. So you might force your opponent to play a little slower, a little more conservative for it. But just 1 copy, because that's definitely the least. To me, it's the least of the 3 attackers. Playing Radiant Greninja for the Radiant Pokemon. I did put Radiant Charizard at one point, which is nice for the attack with a single price Pokemon to do 250 damage. Really nice off Radiant Charizard, but the deck needs, I think, Radiant Greninja to help set up. So Concealed Cards ability, you know what it does. You discard an energy card from hand. You draw 2 cards, so we don't really have much of an engine. Draw 2 cards is good, and we need fire in the discard for Magma Basin, because you kind of, if you know those Firebox decks, you know it plays Magma Basin. Then what we do have with the Temporal Mask, Twilight Masquerade, sorry, yeah, losing it there. Twilight Masquerade, I added a copy of Tatsugiri, just one of, and for the attract customers, we can't attack with it, but once during your turn, this Pokemon's in the active spot, look at the top 6 cards of your deck, and you can put a supporter there into your hand, so that's good, because we don't really have an engine, like I said, so getting a supporter, and a pivot as well, once we attach the tool, which, wow, I am losing it right now, but board, right, Rescue Board, reduces retreat cost to 1, so it gives us a pivot as well, and a bit of an engine, and then 2 copies of Munkidori for Adrena Brain. We can't attack with this one either, but once during your turn, if it has any darkness energy attached, so we have to play some darkness energy, which we prefer not to, but I do like the ability. You can move up to 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to your opponent's Pokemon. Helps the math in a lot of cases, like Chi-Yu does Gouging Fire does 260. You move 2 damage counters that you put on there with Magma Basin. Now it's at 280, or a third one, you get to 290. We have 2 copies of this Munkidori and 2 Darkness energies, so we can move up to 6 energies on a turn. Also, just heal ourselves off, make ourselves with these tanky basics, make them even tankier, and just fix the numbers to the knockout. So I do like it there for sure, and you can move it to the opponent's bench Pokemon as well, so it's a way to finish off something on the bench as well that retreated out to avoid being knocked out. So just adds some nice versatility to the deck. The energy, 12 fire energies, because that's really what we want, and then 2 of the darkness energies, because we need that for Munkidori there. Trainers, I don't think there's really any of the trainers from the new set here, but because it had what it wanted, but I do think, particularly Tatsugiri, I like it. We needed an engine. Munkidori is nice too, but the trainers, what do we play here? I'll hit the supporters first. 4 Arvens, because it's a very tool-heavy deck. 2 Iono, 2 Melas, which is important because we do need to. It helps us power up our attackers, which we do need, especially if we want to attack with Gouging Fire back-to-back turns. You attach a basic fire energy from your discard pile to your Pokemon. If your Pokemon is knocked out last turn, and then you draw until you have 6 cards in hand. So it's a way to get 3 energies into hand, potentially 1 turn. Mela, Magma Basin, and manually attached from hand, so that's just good there. 2 copies of Iono, 1 copy of Professor Turo Scenario, right? Get a damaged Pokemon out of play, something like that. Or if we're up against a stall matchup, we don't certainly like that, so just getting one of those non-attackers out of the way. And then 3 copies of Boss's Order. It's a heavy counter boss. You can certainly cut it for another card, but, you know, boss can win just so many games. I like it there. Do play Prime Catchers for the A spec, which obviously a lot like boss, so that's why I mention it now. We play 4 copies of Magma Basin because we just need to get these energies accelerated, so super important there. And then a lot of tools. I'm playing 4 copies of Bravery Charm. You could drop it to 3 probably, but it's such an important tool with this deck. Getting those big basics to be even bigger. You know, we just do not want to get our 2 prize guys one shot. If they are, we're probably coming up short and losing the game. And then two rescue boards. We need at least 1, right, to attach Tatsugiri. And I just dropped another one, and I think it's useful there. Playing 2 copies of Switch Cart. We're only basic, so it does switching and it does some healing as well, which is a good thing. 4 copies of Nest Ball to get those basics into play. 2 Ultra Balls. And 2 Earthen Vessels, search out for some Pokemon and their basic energy, depending which card we're playing, and get some of those basic energies in the discard pile to accelerate with Magma Basin. What else do I play here? Is that basically it? And then 2 copies of Super Rod in the deck as well, and I think that's everything. So it's a fairly simple-ish list, I will say. I've been playing it for several days, been tweaking the list, and I think it's in a pretty good place right now, and it is a lot of fun. So I am definitely pleased to show this deck off. So let's go take a look at the list in action. All right, see what happens here. Things are going very badly trying to record for this video. I just had a guaranteed loss my last matchup. So look, part of it's the build. It was a Mimikyu, and I have nothing that can deal with Mimikyu. So if I played the Radiant Charizard, I would have something that could take it out. But look, which is what I played earlier, but without the Radiant Greninja, the deck just did not set up anywhere enough. I could drop in some other energy or something, I guess, but excuse the yawn. I don't think that really makes things better for me, though. All right, am I going second, by the way? I'm going first. Okay, that's good. Oh, Dragapulse. All right, see what I draw. I mean, I'd like to get something else in play here. That's not what I wanted at all. Okay, so end turn. I can play Prime Catcher, so we'll see how things go here. And yeah, sorry there, just kind of waiting to see what happens a little bit. And see what they're dropping. What did they drop? They dropped basic, okay, Radiant Alakazam. All right, they're playing Radiant Alakazam, which was starting to get dropped, I think, for Radiant Charizard. But okay. See what they do. I mean, I can gust something up with Prime Catcher. I can hit into something, although right now I don't actually take a knockout. Do I knock out? I do, what, 60 damage right now? So that's not good. Although Arven gets me down another Pokemon, so I can take out any one Pokemon, not Rotom V. So we'll see what happens here. See what I draw. You know, if I can take something out, you know, we'll see what happens. If I were to get luck, could I take out the Rotom? Well, I gotta do this, right? That's a given. So Nest Ball. Have Bravery Charm. I'll grab Rescue Board, which I might drop on. I think Radiant Greninja's in deck, I hope. I should have paid more attention to things he is. I mean, I guess I could. I actually could have Prime Catchered and Tatsugiri, right? But no, I couldn't. Well, I mean, I could have, but I'm using my supporter for turns, so it's not good, right? So what am I doing? I'm doing 100. Is there something else I want to do here? I will drop the energy. Drop the Bravery Charm, and I guess I just take a prize, which isn't always a good thing in this matchup, but taking out the Charmander, I think, is the better thing anyway. I could have Prime Catchered, and I could have Prime Catchered, use Rescue Board to do the switch back. But I don't think that was the better play. So, see how this goes here. Are they just buying time? Now, look, if they're just buying time here, I will Prime Catcher. Actually, I have Boss, right? So I will... Actually, I Boss here, right? Probably. Yeah, I want more energy than this card anyway. I mean, I need to get Magma Basin. I need a bunch of things. So Magma Basin's good. I guess I want new cards here, right? So I will... Do I Prime Catcher? I will Prime Catcher at this point. And then I'll Iono, which is also good. It disrupts their hand, right? Which they don't like that, I can't imagine. I will Iono. Keeping like the Switch card, I think, is nice because I'm going to want that later on. Oh, Munkidori. Okay, Munkidori's not bad. Do I want to... Let's see, I don't have my tool now, which is not ideal. Attaching the tool was... I wasn't thrilled, but I do think I needed to do that. Do I want to go Gouging Fire? I think I just want to go Entei V at this point. And then I'm going to retreat into you. I think I want to grab... Yeah, actually, I want to start doing a little damage myself here. I'll draw down Tatsugiri, actually. Because I think that could be good. Let me draw my card now. Okay, Switch card, I like that. I mean, that's good too. Moving energy onto the Entei V. I will move the damage counters onto... Move them onto Dragapult, right? Just start banging away with the Munkidori. Softening him up, hopefully, because, and take another prize. And it's nice they don't have a Charmander down, so they can't attack with Charizard this next turn. That's a guarantee. So it's not okay. So got grab Gouging Fire. Might want him, right? Definitely might want him. So they might be just protecting the Buddy Poffin. I don't know. It's doubtful that they're attacking with Dreepy with Dragapult this turn. It's I don't know that they can. I assume they need the Charizard to power him up, right? So at this point, they're gonna probably get down a Charmander or two. They're gonna Rotom V. I'm gonna Iono to end the turn, right? I'm pretty sure that's where that's going. I do have another fire energy there that I can move some damage over. Yeah. So see what happens. Rod, Forest Seal Stone. Again, I might want Forest Seal Stone in my deck. I didn't say it in the intro, I don't think, and I'm not sure I said that in what I'm keeping. All right, so attaching there, which is kind of interesting. I just blow him up, though. But now they can get down. Probably grab a Buddy Poffin now. Okay, the C2 cards, that makes a lot of sense there. Play a Buddy Poffin. They can grab Buddy Poffin with the Forest Seal Stone. Okay, they're getting him powered up, so I want to move damage counters onto that guy. Oh, they're instant charging, so that's... Wow, okay, so that's actually pretty sweet. 60, 70, 80. So I actually can take out the Rotom V, and I think that's what I want to do, because they didn't use the Forest Seal Stone, right? So let me grab a card here. Okay, so Chiyu, I don't really want him, but he's doing 160. I mean, I don't love the play here, but I do think it's what I do. Now I'm doing 180. I'm going to boss, and I think that's what I want to do here. I get this Entei V set to go. I guess that's doing 180. So I will move the damage. You know, healing myself up is always good too. I would have preferred to have gotten a tool attached, but that's okay. Right, I'm doing 180, so I wouldn't have taken the knockout without the Munkidori, so comes together quite nicely there. And, you know, the downside to these stage 2 decks is you got, you know, it's a stage 2 deck. That's the problem. Once you're set up, you are in great shape, but you have to get there. Now, look, because of what they are, they potentially could still, they could win, right? They could come back, I think. It's always scary. But they conceded because, you know, they were in a pretty big hole there. So, yeah, so, you know, that's why I like the big basic deck. This is a game that showed why I like a big basic deck right now. There's a lot of stage 2s out there. They're scary, but if you can set up first, which you're going to do, you're going to set up first most of the time with a big basic deck, and then you can kind of control things and you can take wins like I did just there. All right, see how things go here for sure. Yeah, see what happens. See what I'm up against, and see how this plays out. All right, so things are taking a little slow to start up, but it looks like the game is actually starting. It live was a big mess a little while ago. You're probably aware of that. It looks like they kind of sorted things out, which is good. But you know, it was pretty ugly there for a bit, I will say. And you know, this start is taking a little slow. Okay, I'm first, right? I'm second. That's not ideal. All right, well, let's drop Tatsugiri. Potentially, I can attack. I don't really want to attack for 60. Well, I'm a Magma Basin. See what happens here. What am I up against? What do I draw? Right, I get a mulligan. I can get a supporter, hopefully. Turo, that's okay. Well, that's support. That's not supporter I want, though. See what it is. What they had lightning energy, right? Let's see. Is it like an Iron Hands deck or something? They don't play. Okay, Lost Zone. So I saw lightning energy. Let's get a sense of what's there. Oh, there's the mulligan. Okay, so it's Lost Zone. Yeah, okay, so they showed a Mirage Gate. I didn't notice that, so okay. Tossed a water energy. A switch. Tossed a Nest Ball, which is a nice card to have. But maybe they have something better. All right, tossing a Switch Cart. Another good. So they're getting rid of some decent cards here. So but that does mean they're getting some good things here, right? Radiant Greninja. Okay. I mean, I could see what happens here. So Arven. I can. How do I work this? To attack, though, I have to. I guess Arven's not terrible, right? Nest Ball. Actually, I could attack, right? I can grab, well, Nest Ball. Actually, I could Prime Catcher too. Well, Prime Catcher doesn't get me the knockout, right? So, because I can discard. No, I need Ultra Ball, right? Okay, I'm going to do this. I'll take a knockout, I think. Did I use his ability? Okay, so I'm going to grab... I need Entei. I need Entei V. That's what I need to attack here. Actually, I can use Chi-Yu. And Chi-Yu is actually better, right? Because then I can power up the guy on the bench a little bit. So I'll grab Chi-Yu. Okay. So I didn't. I should have used my ability, right? I like the Arven anyway, so I guess it, you know. But I could have thinned things out a little bit, I guess. So I want to chuck an energy onto Chi-Yu. I retreat into him. Accelerate an energy. Obviously, an Entei on the bench would have been nice as well. Fortunately, they do knock me out though. That part's I'm not loving Radiant Greninja, but they probably can't do that. It's my guess. I'm guessing, right? So I could attach a fire to Tatsugiri, but I don't want to do that, right? Just the one. I think if I select him, I have to put an energy on him, which I don't want to do. If I played water, I could attack with him, but 50, the attack's pretty terrible. So not bad. It's not a great attack, obviously, doing 50. Okay, Entei V is good. Assuming they don't knock me out, I can drop down Entei. I'm sorry, what was I? The Radiant Greninja doesn't knock me out. I don't think so. Okay, so lightning attacker. Grab a Colress, I assume. What do they have? Just one in the Lost Zone. So if they attack with Cramorant, that does not hit for weakness. So that's a good thing. So they used up their Forest Seal Stone. That's a plus for me. If I get, I probably don't want to Turo the Chi-Yu out of play, but we'll see. We'll see how things develop here. Nest Ball for Entei V. Okay, they're getting rid of my Stadium. That's unfortunate. I assume. Well, oh, they wanted the extra card in the Lost Zone. Okay, 5. Okay, so I mean, I would have been worried about either of my cards to Lost Zone. They actually didn't need to get rid of it because 5's enough to attack. Switch. Okay, I mean, they could have discarded the energy. They didn't want to. They don't knock me out because they do not hit for weakness. So that is quite nice. So I can boss as well. I don't know if I want to do that or not. Okay, so they're going to, so they do that. Do I want to, that's awkward. That's awkward, right? Do I want to, I'll do this, I guess. I'm concerned, right? Obviously, I'm not happy about that situation. But, they take the knockout. It's not terrible, though. It's not terrible. Do you have an energy in the discard? So I got a Gouging Fire. That's pretty nice, too. I can accelerate up to 3, so this is actually a really nice spot for me, right? So Entei. Just make sure I have the energies in deck. I should. Okay, very good there. I will drop an energy here. What do I want to hit into? Right, that's one of my questions here. Because I don't take a knockout on anybody, right? I could boss something up, though. Do I want to do that? I think maybe I do, right? I'll gust. It just puts a little more pressure on him, I think, doing that. I'm just trying to think what gives them the most disruption. Actually, this is a deck, with a loss, so I want to get on all 3 of you guys because that's really nice. And now it's going to ask me which one goes where. The animation's gotten very odd on this too, but they're all the same. The energies. It should, it could just by default slap them on. Would be a little quicker, but it's whatever. I just would prefer it to do that. So they get to draw an extra card because what I did. Do they have the switch? If they don't, I just take the knockout, and I'm very happy about things. I think I'm out of energy in the discard at this point, right? Yes, I am. But I do Gouging Fire is now doing 260. Now they get rid of my Stadium. But that's not terrible at this point. It's not terrible. It's not ideal, but so what are they at in the Lost Zone? They're up to, well, now I gotta click over. So they're at 6. Okay. So they need one more to Mirage Gate. They need a switch, and then they can, after the Comfy, they can Mirage Gate if they have the switch. I have a Turo scenario. We'll see what happens. I mean, they just knocked me out. I probably attack. The only guarantee, if they knock out my active, say with something like Raikou V, my only guaranteed knockout is to send up the Gouging Fire. Okay, so what are they going to do here? Comfy. Okay, so they want to. Well, they don't one-shot him though. Okay. I mean, I guess that's kind of interesting, right? Because now I had to use 60, or I do. I mean, I could Turo him out of play as well. I could hard retreat. It's probably better to hard retreat. They don't knock me out though. I do want to just blow him up. I'm pretty sure, right? So I think my choice is pretty simple. I just blow him up. And Iono, I mean, look, they don't have a hand. Neither of us have much going on, so we'll see what happens. I mean, you know, if I get Switch Card, I'm loving life, and that's awesome. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I want to, at this point, I want to discard. I think I want the Bravery Charm too, right? Don't ditch the Arven. Oh, that's kind of rough, right? I need the Switch Cart. I'm going to ditch Arven. Arven, that's a scary play. That's a very scary play. But, you know, I could... Do I want to spread a little damage around? I could spread some damage, too. Which would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Do I have Munkidori? I'm gonna go that route. I'm gonna go the silly route here. No, actually, I can't do that, can I? Oh, actually, I can attack with Chiyu, so that's actually pretty nice, right? So I'll drop down the Munkidori. You do 100, so I will Switch Cart. Send you up. Heal up some there. You're at 100, which isn't great. I'll do this. And I will... We want a Bravery Charm. I'll do this. So now you can't take me out with Cramorant, right? I'll leave you at, let's see, at 20. You do 180, right? So that's okay there too. So I do move 30. So I will just start working on you. And I will attack. And I'll accelerate a couple energies. And yeah, did these two guys here. Say done. Fire, fire. And Weird Domination. And attach, attach. Take the knockout. Got the numbers exactly what I wanted. I could have put the extra 20 damage onto the active. Or 30 damage, that is, if I needed to as well. With the Munkidori. So that's if I take a knockout. I do have Mela for some draw, which is nice. So that's quite good. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right now I do not take the one shot of the Radiant Greninja with the Entei V, right? That's partly what I'm trying to calculate here. So I have the Gouging Fire. Wow, it's a real waste of Gouging Fire to use that, but 1, 2, 3. They're going to knock out the active, I assume. Actually, they don't, do they? Oh, yeah, they do. They don't take a second prize, though. That's the good thing. They might get rid of my tool at some point, though. That's the bad thing. Okay. It's getting scary now. Now it's getting scary, for sure. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, so 7. So now I do one-shot him with Entei V, right? So I send up the Entei V. Now things are a little dicey, is what I will say. Okay, so Munkidori, I can 180. Okay, so I'm gonna attach here, right? And I'm gonna Bravery Charm who? Somebody. So I'll Bravery Charm. Do I want to Bravery Charm him? I'm gonna Bravery Charm him. Just take that slightly odd route, is what I'll say. I'll attach an extra energy. I have all my energies I need, though, unfortunately. So I will just chuck one here. I draw some cards. So I need to do some healing. That's what I want to do. I could drop somebody else into play. Don't really think I want to do that. So let me. So what's he at right now? He's at 70. So I want to heal up the Gouging Fire. That's what I want to do. I'm thinking. And I'm going to put him on to the Comfy, right? So he can take him out with Sableye next turn. I don't love that, but it's not the... Oh, I should have done this first. So bad sequencing on my part. Okay. Just do the attack, though. So 140, right? I had what I needed, which is big, right? I knew I had the knockout when the turn started. Because they benched the Sableye, that was the thing. They benched the Sableye, which was probably good for them, but it did... They potentially can win here, for sure. They take a prize. I don't think... They can't quite take 2 prizes, but they could have a... All right, so now they've gotten... Yeah, they got the Iron Hands. Right? They used... I think... Wait, what just happened there? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they played Heavy Ball, and I think they got Iron... Whoops. And they got Iron Hands. So that's scary. And obviously they have all the energies they need in the Lost Zone. Yeah, they're at 9. So they're gonna Comfy. Okay. Now, if they don't knock out the Munkidori, right, then they're in a bit of trouble. Because I do just... Okay, that's good. Okay, well, that was a big deal there. So they're going to take out the Munkidori. Potentially, if I got both Munkidori in play, I would win the game here. And I guess that's what I got to go for, right? I have to go for that Munkidori play. So, which is dicey. It's very dicey. I have the knockout, right? Let me check my damage numbers because I don't have a lot in play right now, right? So, I need to Rod. I need Munkidori. I need this energy. And I'll drop Chi-Yu in the... Well, do I even want him? I don't actually want him, so I'll just do that. That's what I need. And then the odds of this of working are not good, right? They're not good. But gotta go for it, right? I guess. I actually don't like this play. All right, what am I gonna do here? I can take out whatever I want. I guess I Iono here. Do I want to heal somebody? That's the other thing, right? I'll do this play. Just going to heal a little bit. Maybe I should have done something differently. I'm going to Iono here. Can they take 2 prizes here? That's the big question, right? Probably not. Probably not. Okay, so... Could hard retreat. Should I do that here? 180. I don't think they knock me out. Okay, see what happens here. Just trying to get things so I don't. Obviously, if they knock me out, I lose. That's the basic. And if they don't knock me out, I win, basically, right? I don't think they can get me so I can't attack next turn. They could get me so I can't get knocked out with Entei. That's possible, right? Entei might not do enough damage for the knockout. Iron Hands does not get the one shot here, right? He doesn't, and the Radiant Greninja doesn't do enough. I mean, I'm weak to him, but the damage output's not big enough, right? So what are they working with there? Okay, 2 Buddy Poffin. Yeah, they don't need comfies anymore. So, oh, well, okay, well, that gives them game. So, okay, give them a thumbs up there. So that Blood Moon Ursaluna, I haven't run into a lot of that, I gotta say, but obviously it's very good, and that just, that was game. That was obviously the easy way to get game there, and they hadn't shown him, I don't think. So good job by my opponent, and so the deck close game. But just not quite good enough. And look, honestly, look, this Firebox deck it's a fun deck. I do like the Munkidori, the Tatsugiri. It makes the deck better. It's in terms of how effective it is, it's okay. Obviously the 60 can get refined a little bit, and the gameplay can get tightened up a little bit. It's not going to be a top tier deck, but it's certainly a deck that you can play, have fun, and get your fair share of wins. So I certainly encourage you to give the deck a try. Play some Pokemon and have some fun. Take care.